oversight, give divine guidance to the President of the Republic, endow members of Parliament and ministers of state with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of government, this land and people may be well and truly served, and their good purposes for the common human life be realized in our midst. O God, grant us a vision of our country, fair as it might be, a country of righteousness, where none shall wrong his neighbor, a country of plenty, where evil and poverty shall be done away with, a country of brotherhood, where all success shall be founded on service, and honor shall be given to the deserving. A country of peace, where government shall rest on the will of the people and the love for the common good. Bless the effort of those who struggle to make this vision a living reality. Inspire and strengthen our people, that they may give time, thought, and sacrifice to speed the day of the coming beauty of Ghana and Africa. Amen. Honourable members, there have been no message from the President as at now. Formal communication by the Speaker will now take the item numbered 5, correction of votes and proceedings and official reports. Honourable members, I have in my hand vote and proceedings of Tuesday, 4th November 2025, and it's for your corrections. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, page 7, page 8, page 9, page 10, yes.
Speaker, thank you so much. Speaker, respectfully, page 9, item 8, under questions. I think the proper and full rendition of the ministry in question currently should read Ministry for Fisheries, Aquaculture and Aquaculture Development. If the clerks at table could kindly check.
Yes, table office, kindly cross-check. Page 10. Page 11. Honourable members, in the absence of any further correction, the vote and proceedings of Tuesday, 4th November 2025 is hereby adopted as the true record of proceedings. Honourable members, we have 2 official reports. Official reports of Tuesday, 23rd October 2025 and Friday, 24th October 2025. And we shall start with Tuesday, 23rd October 2025. It is for correction. Honourable members, any correction? Honourable members, in the absence of any corrections, the official reports of Thursday, 23rd October 2025 is hereby adopted as the true record of proceedings. We now turn to official reports of Friday, 24th October 2025. Honourable members, any corrections? In the absence of any corrections, the official report of Friday, 24th October 2025 is hereby adopted as the true record of proceedings. Honourable members, item number 6. Question. Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we had scheduled some questions, mostly to the Minister for Roads and Highways, but because of the sword cutting for one of the major road infrastructure projects in the Savannah region, we had to reschedule it to tomorrow. So we don't have any major business in that regard. The Minister for Sports and Recreation is not immediately available to answer the one question that has been advertised. So I will urge that we take the statements.
Yes, Honourable Leader, in doing so, if it is possible for the Minister to be here, I would want us to defer the question. Yes, Honourable, the Minister is here. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, the Minister is a member of Parliament. He has a seat. I don't know why he's even sitting there in the first place. And you have not invited him either to sit there to respond to the question. So the Minister, Mr. Speaker, let him take his rightful space. If you so direct that he should come and sit there and respond to the questions, then he can do so.
Honourable Minister, may you remain sitting. Please, sit down. Question numbered 351. Standing in the name of Mr. Dixon Chire Duya, Brekum East, you have the floor.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. It is rather Brekum West, not East. Thank you very much.
Looking at what is contained on the other paper, so thanks for the correction.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to ask the Minister for Sports and Recreation the current status of the Jinejine AstroTurf, which was started after the 2024 elections, but has since stalled.
Yes, Honourable Minister, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. The Jinejine AstroTurf was not awarded by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation. Although we take keen interest in its development, given its alignment with our mandate. Our checks revealed that the Ghana Gas is actually the agency that is constructing this facility for the Brekum West District Assembly. So the right institution to provide you with this detailed answer will be the Local Government and Rural Development and Religious Affairs Ministry. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Minister. Yes, Honourable Member for Brekum West. any supplementary question?
Mr. Speaker, I followed up with a contractor who claimed the contract was given to him by the Ministry of Youth and Sports then. That's what the contractor said to me, and said in March he got a letter from the Ministry of Sports and Recreation that the work be suspended.
Honorable member, I think you know the rules. You have to ask supplementary question.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. May I follow up with the hard-working Minister for Sports and Recreation that, judging from the fact that Brekun West is an epicenter for sports in Bono with 6 Division 2 clubs, but not a single playing surface. And for that matter, the teams are compelled to travel to Sunyani West to play their matches. As a hard-working sports minister, what is he going to do to ensure that the good people of Brekun West, and for that matter, the 6 Division 2 clubs, get a befitting playing surface? Thank you very much.
Honorable member, this is an entirely new question. Your question was specific regarding the completion of Gini AstroTurf. That was your question. Honorable Minister, are you mindful of answering the question?
Mr. Speaker, let me assure the honorable member that following his question, I have shown some interest in the project, and that was what led me to Ghana Gas. So I'm engaging Ghana Gas, and I believe strongly that some funding is being arranged for the contractor to be able to get back to site. And so his question has already yielded something positive.
Honorable member, any further supplementary?
Not really, Honorable Speaker, except to thank the hard-working minister. As Mr. Speaker, we've seen from Accra Sports Stadium in our recent matches the upgrade on the playing surface. I know with him I am secured. Thank you.
Thank you very much, honorable member. Honorable members, yes.
Mr. Speaker, I have a supplementary question.
I thought this is a consensus-specific question.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
The question is about Gini AstroTurf.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, it's about AstroTurf, because the questioner at the later part of his question said the AstroTurf, which was started after the 2024 election but has been stalled. So, Mr. Speaker, I wanted to find out from the minister, even though he indicated in his answer that the ministry is not the one doing it, but rather Ghana Gas, whether you know when the award of this contract was done, when the contract was awarded.
Honorable Deputy Minority Whip, I think the questioner is clear that the AstroTurf started after the 2024 election. The question therefore is, when was the 2024 election conducted? So the questioner is saying after that, it was.
Mr. Speaker, it can be the case that the contracts can be awarded before 2024 election, but the contractor might start after the 2024. So I want to know when the contract was awarded. So further, it should not be the case.
The minister said the contract is not emanating from his ministry.
Mr. Speaker, not to belabor the point, this is a very political inclined question to implies that the AstroTurf in Brekum was after 2024 election. And I am aware, unless the minister will dispute the fact that that said contract was not awarded after 2024. If it started after 2024, that's what I wanted to find out from the minister. When this contract was awarded, the member said it started after 2024 election, but when was it awarded?
But is the sports ministry the awarding ministry?
The Speaker, you has asked him the question. I'm just asking supplementary.
Honorable member, supplementary question disallowed. Yes.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to find out from the minister, as the minister in charge of our sports facilities in Ghana, how many uncompleted AstroTurf do we have currently in Ghana?
Honorable member, question humbly disallowed. Honorable members, as indicated, this is a constituency-specific question. I use the opportunity to thank the Honorable Minister for Sports and Recreation very much for attending upon the House to respond to the questions. Honorable Minister, thank you very much. You are discharged. Honorable members, we move to item numbered 7 and its statements. Now, the first statement is standing in the name of Ms. Dorcas Afu Toffee. Honorable member, you have the floor. Well, I'll move to the second statement, standing in the name of Mr. Akwesi Kwanedu Menshianoff. Honorable member, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The statement is on the console. You see, digitalization, finally. Mr. Speaker, I'm grateful for the opportunity to deliver this important statement on the increasing number of deaths associated with illegal mining, commonly referred to as galamsey. This situation we face today is not only alarming, but also a direct indictment on our collective national failure to adequately regulate an activity that continues to destroy our land, endangers our lives, and weaken the very foundation of our natural and human capital. Mr. Speaker, illegal small-scale mining activity is not a new phenomenon. Its historical antecedent can be traced to the pre-colonial era, where gold mining formed an essential part of indigenous livelihood. However, in the 1980s ushered in a new era of land extractivism, driven by structural adjustment programs that opened our lands to multinational firms for large-scale mining. These policies, whilst economically strategic, inadvertently marginalized many Ghanaians, pushing them into small-scale mining sector that was poorly regulated and largely ignored by the state. Right Honorable Speaker, after 4 decades, the legacy of neglect and informality has transformed small-scale mining into one of the gravest threats facing our country. Today, illegal mining activities not only degrade the environment, but also are increasingly claiming innocent lives. Despite Ghana being a signatory to numerous environmental and sustainable development protocols, our current trajectory undermines these commitments. Mr. Speaker, the implications of galamsey extends beyond environmental degradation. The direct threatening human lives, for instance, from January to July 2025, Ghana has recorded at least 17 reported deaths linked directly to galamsey activities. Mr. Speaker, these are not mere statistics. These are Ghanaian lives, breadwinners, mothers, sons and daughters lost to the reckless pursuit of unregulated mineral wealth. Right Honorable Speaker, I seek your leave to recount recent tragic incidents. On January 8, 2025, 2 young men lost their lives in Osuno in the Fantiakwa district following the collapse of a galamsey pit. They were part of a group of 7 operating in a pit during the early hours of the morning when the structure gave in and buried them alive. Just 12 days later, the nation woke up to a news of violent confrontation between armed illegal miners and joint military security teams of Anglo Gold Ashanti at the Obuasi concession in their attempt to forcibly breach fenced operational area. 8 lives were lost in what may be described as an impunity, lawlessness, and desperation. As if that was not enough, Mr. Speaker, on the 1st of April, Joy News reported another fatal galamsey pit collapse in Patase, which claimed 2 lives. The victims were driven by economic hardship, met their end in an unsafe, unregulated site that had already weakened and as hazardous as it can be. Similarly, Mr. Speaker, on the 16th July 2025, Achimwenchi recorded another tragic event when 4 persons perished in the galamsey pit when it collapsed. Eyewitness described harrowing scenes of community members using crude tools in desperate rescue attempt. Just on Tuesday, 29 July 2025, a 50-year-old woman also tragically slipped and fell into an abandoned pit. Although she was quickly rescued and rushed to the Frimpong Boate clinic, she was pronounced dead on arrival. Mr. Speaker, how many lives must be lost before an urgent, decisive action is taken? The prevalence of death, environmental collapse, is a direct consequence of ineffective law enforcement, lack of political will, and in some instances, the complicity of state actors and traditional authorities. While security operations have been launched and some arrests being made, a number of these closed illegal mining sites remains active within 6 months, pointing to the vicious cycle of impunity. Mr. Speaker, galamsey is not simply an environmental issue. It is a national security threat. It fuels local conflict, deepens poverty, and exposes our youth to preventable death. In light of this, the Mahama-led government should leverage real-time surveillance through technology and satellite imagery, anchored in the visionary digitalization agenda of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, to enhance monitoring of high-risk mining zones and enable swift response to emerging illegal activities. The digitalized infrastructure, once mocked and misunderstood by our opponents, now presents a strategic tool to combat the galamsey menace with precision, transparency, and accountability. Furthermore, Right Honorable Speaker, the government should revitalize and invest in community-based mining cooperatives, not only name-changing them, established under the previous government, and bring them under robust regulatory framework that enforces strict environmental and safety standards. These cooperatives must serve as legal, safe, and economically viable alternative to illegal mining, especially for the youth and rural populations who are more vulnerable to exploitation in the galamsey economy. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, every Ghanaian life matters. We cannot continue to treat death from galamsey pit as collateral damage. These are accidents that are avoidable tragedies, resulting from policy gap, institutional inertia, and sometimes deliberate neglect. Let's be bold and act now. The cost of inaction is not just economical, it is a human tragedy. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, statement ably presented. and it is for your comment. Yes, Honorable Sosu, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank my colleague for this very, very important statement that he's made, because I have always argued that when we fail on the fight against Galamsey, we will be failing the next generation, the generation yet unborn. Because, Mr. Speaker, in accordance with the rules of intergenerational equity, every generation must use the natural resources that are available to them in a way that you can guarantee its usage in the future. Unfortunately, that's not what we are seeing today. People are hell-bent on destroying our water bodies and destroying our natural environment for their own parochial interest. Mr. Speaker, this cannot continue. The number of deaths and accidents that are associated with this illegal mining sometimes are very alarming. The numbers that we have here are those that are reported. Those that are not reported, when the pits cave in and so on and so forth, are much more. And so, Mr. Speaker, I believe that it is time for us indeed to take a decisive action in dealing with this menace. Mr. Speaker, and that is why I want to commend government for the effort made so far, even though I believe that more must be done again, Mr. Speaker, to bring this under control. For example, the introduction of the Blue Water Guard, Mr. Speaker, is a very, very important intervention. Mr. Speaker, recently, the LI that allow for mining in forest reserves have also been revoked. And Mr. Speaker, I believe that these are very decisive steps that have been taken to deal with this menace. I am hoping that in dealing with this problem, we will take a non-partisan approach so that it will not be the politics as usual when it has to do dealing with issues of Galamsey. If we can do this, Mr. Speaker, I believe that we will achieve the ultimate goal. It will be so long and it will be so hard, we know it, but the road may be weary and muddy. But Mr. Speaker, if we are determined and we keep fighting forward, one day we shall get there. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Stephen Amua.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, this whole issue about Galamsey, in my opinion, has been one of the most important tests for the two governments, for the minority and for the majority, for the NDC fraternity as a party and for the MPP, especially when we are in government. The devastation that is causing us as a people in our society. First thing is, we should all bow down our heads in shame. This menace or antisocial behavior and activities contributed immensely towards the decision-making processes of the ordinary Ghanaian against MPP when we were in government. It was used as if what is happening was caused by our government. We had hope. Ghanaians had faith. They believed in our brothers in opposition, thinking that within the shortest possible time, Galamsey will be a thing of the past. What do we see today? It is even aggravating. I will never blame the NDC government. I want to be a good citizen. But I'm asking them first to apologize to us and Ghanaians for lying to us. Mr. Speaker, the deception, the propaganda, the lies you told Ghanaians. Let us all understand the fact that some of these issues must be given the needed national attention, devoid of politics, because it's destroying us. Let's work on our mindset revolution, change the way we use propaganda in deceiving Ghanaians because of political capital. It's extremely important. Mr. Speaker, having said this, I would like to also appeal to all relevant stakeholders, especially our chiefs. Mr. Speaker, some of our chiefs are behind it. They sell these pieces of land to the Galamsey boys. I'm also appealing to the security agencies. Former President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in good faith, set up a task force. They went into the bush. What happened? I'm sure His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, in good faith, is doing everything that he can, setting up the same task force. They will go in there and the story will not change. Why? Because if somebody travels like 2 hours, goes deep into the bush, in the forest, how can you have control over them? So I think it is a national issue that all of us should stop the politicization and begin to confront this together. NDC and people should come together and deal with those who are engaging in these antisocial behaviors. It's costing us economically. Already we have fiscal space confronted with a lot of challenges. We are, however, using the Russian budget we have as a country, addressing these things. People are dying. Biologically, we are not even sure what we eat, what it contains, whether they contain hard metals or not. It's not an issue to play with. It's not an issue to laugh about because you end this UNPP. But it is a national issue that is endangering the future of the next generation and posterity. So, Mr. Speaker, I would like us as a house, whether NDC, MPP, to support this current government in a way that we can deal away with Galamsey. I'm sure when my brothers were lied to Ghanaians, they never thought they would come to power. The same way I'm talking to my people. Ghanaians know 2028, MPP, we are coming. And we want to come and inherit a society.
Honorable member, yes, you are a senior member. You should be guided by the use of some languages. Lying, deceiving. So,
Mr. Speaker, I withdraw that.
I will give a consequential order that those words be expunged.
I have done
so,
Mr.
you
Speaker,
can continue.
With your leave. And I'm sorry, House. I didn't mean to use it. All that I'm trying to say is that some of the national issues that are dwindling the goodwill and the reputation and the progress.
And you should also be reminded by Order 93.5. You should also be reminded of Order 93.5.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, all that I'm trying to say is that it is time NDC MPP, we sat down over certain national issues of great concern and deal them without politics. We can't allow these fundamentals keep on dwindling the very reputation and the progress and the economic stability of our country because of politics. I think the next stakeholder interest group that I would like to speak to is the media. What did they tell people about Galamsey? What kind of reportage? Because somebody is in government or in opposition, they report as if it's being actually confronted with. Mr. Speaker, Galamsey is not even done at train stations. It's costing us about $22 million or pounds. Where are we heading toward? So it is a national issue. That is all that I'm saying. And that we in opposition will not behave like them, will support them, but they should go back and tell Ghanaians that we lied to you and we are sorry. That's all that I can say. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable.
I'm not saying they're lies. I'm saying they should go back and tell.
Honorable. Yes, Honorable Richard Achampo.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. I was listening to my colleague from the other side. He put up a figure. All of us are interested in these matters. We want to fight this menace. So if you can share the data with us, because we can't just throw numbers to all of us without getting the real data. Let's get the content of it so that all of us will support each other to fight against this menace. Where's the research work? Give us the data so that all of us can help each other to fight it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, honorable member, you have the floor.
I thought I'm supposed to. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to first of all commend the maker of the statement. This is an important statement for this House and for Ghana. Mr. Speaker, we need to come together and fight Galamsey without fear, without favor, and without political lens. Mr. Speaker, I wish to thank His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I am sure President Mahama is a relative of Jesus Christ. For bringing in NIMOS and EPA to help in fighting Galamsey. Mr. Speaker, EPA is in with innovation. EPA and NIMOS are going to help us as a country to fight Galamsey very well. And this is the best way to go, Mr. Speaker.
Yes. Hold on. Yes, Minority Chief.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the contribution of the member will be captured by Hansard. He just said President Mahama is a relative of Jesus Christ. Mr. Speaker, it is factually incorrect. Mr. Speaker, it's factually incorrect. And for that matter, he should withdraw it. Our president is not a relative of Jesus Christ. So he should withdraw it.
Honorable Deputy Minority Whip, do you know what is a figurative speech? Honorable Member, you may continue.
Mr. Speaker, I want to correct my leader over there. I did not say that Mahama is a brother of Jesus Christ. I said I am sure. So that is quite different from what you said, Mr. Speaker. And this, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members,
What I said.
Honorable members, order.
What I said. If you wish for me to explain what I said, I can explain it to you. Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, yes, honorable member, hold it. Honorable members, this is not my first time of hearing that. I've even heard Junior Jesus in this country. We've all heard Junior Jesus in this country. So I have not seen anything offensive in the statement made by the honorable member.
Mr. Speaker, the statement the honorable member is making is factually incorrect. Our president is not a family member of Jesus Christ. He is not. Our president, Mr. Speaker, our president is not a family member of Jesus Christ. Mr. Speaker, the president is a Gonja man from. He's a Gonja man from Bole Bomboy in the Savannah region.
Honorable Minority Deputy Minority Whip
from Savannah region. He's not related to Jesus Christ in any way.
Honorable Deputy Minority Whip, do you also want to be a family member of Jesus Christ? Honorable Habib, do you want to be a family member of Jesus Christ? Honorable member, please continue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Once again, I am very sure His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is a brother or a relative of Jesus Christ. Mr. Speaker, as I said earlier, EPA and NIMOS, they've tabled the best way to fight Galamsey. Mr. Speaker, the best way is to strengthen our legal and regulatory framework. That is the way to go for us to fight Galamsey. And by doing that, we must make sure that we keep updating our legislation to address the loopholes that are there. Mr. Speaker, it is very, very important for us to bring those that are involved, the kingpins that are involved in Galamsey, for the law to take care of them. Mr. Speaker, it is very, very important for us to do community engagement. Most of the young men that are doing Galamsey today, I can tell you that most of them don't know what they are doing. They are working for kingpins. And when they arrest them, check the videos, they don't look like people who can really afford excavators and whatever equipment that are being used to destroy our land. Mr. Speaker, we need to provide alternative livelihood. Mr. Speaker, if we are able to provide our young men with better paid jobs, I am sure Galamsey is going to be a thing of the past. Mr. Speaker, we need to make sure that we empower our law enforcement agencies, provide adequate training, resource them, make sure that they are being paid very well, so that when they get to the Galamsey sites, they will not be enticed, they will not be having that interest in the small money that they give them, which prevents them from doing their work. Mr. Speaker, we need to have stakeholder engagement. Wherever the Galamsey is going on, Mr. Speaker, we have DCs and MCs there. Mr. Speaker, we have chiefs there. Mr. Speaker, we have commanders of police, immigration, whatever forces. We have them there. But Galamsey is still going on. Mr. Speaker, it is very, very important for us to do that engagement and make sure, even if it is possible, for us to tie people, their work, to what happens at the Galamsey side. If you are a police commander and you cannot take care of the people that are involved in Galamsey, you cannot bring your people together to fight it, then you don't deserve to be the commander at that particular place. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to commend the maker of the statement again and pray to the House that we take this particular statement serious and make sure we all come together without political lens to fight Galamsey very well, for the sake of our children, for the sake of Ghana, and for the sake of ourselves. Thank you very much. And third, your mama must be a brother of Jesus Christ.
Honorable Professor Kinsley Nyako.
Mr. Speaker, welcome back from Canada. And I'm happy for giving me the opportunity to make few comments on the statement ably made by Honorable Menshianov, Honorable Kwasi Konadu. Mr. Speaker, honestly, I don't know how to say about this matter, because we have been discussing the Galamsey menace, the illegal mining in this country for a very long time. Mr. Speaker, it seems that we are not finding the solution, the practical ones, to deal with this menace. We come here, now all that we do is to talk. So fighting Galamsey has been reduced to a talk shop. And for me, we need to be worried about our attitude and the continuation of this menace. Mr. Speaker, if we are serious and we want to defeat the enemies who are engaged in this canker, Mr. Speaker, the power lies in the hands of the executive led by His Excellency the President. Mr. Speaker, no other body or no other person can help us to win the war. The President must show leadership. He must lead the way to defeat this canker. Mr. Speaker, it is becoming so worrisome and so sad that what we are doing, we are destroying this country, we are depriving posterity the opportunity to benefit from the goodness of this country. We have the right to mine, but Speaker, responsibly, we must do that. Why do we allow few persons to degrade and destroy our water bodies, and our forests. Why should we look on for this to happen? Why should we? We come to the house, we issue statement, we go to the media and we talk. The talk is too much. We must begin to act, show the way as leaders, and ensure that we make this country a better place. All of us can decide to go into this venture. But Speaker, life is not all about money. Life is not all about mundane things. Life is securing the future for those who will come after us. And we are not doing that. The president is not doing that. When it gets to electionary campaign period, then all the promises are given. Politicians are benefiting from this canker. That's why we are seeing inertia and inaction in fighting it. And is it fair? Is it fair to those through whose toil and blood bequeathed this country to us? Is it fair? If those our forefathers had engaged in this illicit activity and degraded and destroyed our water body and forests, would we have come to benefit? We must do something. President Mahama, you must do something. You have a term to rule us. Show leadership. Let Ghanaians know. Let Ghanaians know that you are the president who was able to fight and defeat this menace. Why? Money. Mr. Speaker, we came into this life with nothing, and we shall go nothing. All the monies that we are going to get through all these illegal activities, we will leave them here. And who suffers? Our children will suffer. Those yet unborn will suffer. So I want to urge the president that he must act, and he must act now. It's not about, the talking is too much. Ghanaians are not interested in our talkings. They are interested in our actions. Let us act. The mighty majority, please show leadership. Let Ghanaians believe in you, that you promise to defeat illegal mining, and you have lived by your words. You sit there, you are quiet. The vim you used to campaign is
reminded of Order 93.5
because you are benefiting. The Speaker, I wouldn't want to continue boring you with words. What Kinsenyakum, our expect from our president and this house to do is to ensure that we win the war against it. I mean, Speaker, we can win it if you want to win it. We can win it if you want to win it. We don't want to win it because of the benefits that we are getting, the mundane things that we are getting. Is that all you want? We are in this house to ensure that this country is going well. Mr. Speaker, let me again comment the maker of the statement, Honorable Kwasi Kunadu, for once again bringing the matter to the floor. Mr. Speaker, if this matter is not dealt with,
Honorable Member, I have reminded you of Order 93.5.
Mr. Speaker, if this matter is not dealt well, effectively, I wouldn't expect any member of this house to come next time to issue another statement on fighting illegal mining. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, before turning to my right side, permit me to acknowledge the presence of the following in our midst. We have conference of heads of basic schools in our midst, led by Wisdom Home, chairman, and they are from Boem constituency. They numbered 41. I think the honorable member for Boem is in the house, Minister for Sports. We also have the New Heaven Montessori School at Teshi. They are led by Solomon Otubua, head teacher, and they are from Lejokuku constituency. They numbered 47. We have Mana Echen Kofi Nantiko International, led by Mensa Eric, head teacher. They are from Ahanta West. They numbered 33. We also have Beverly Hill Academy, led by Reverend Larry Davis. He is the proprietor. They are from Hohe. They numbered 155. And then we also have Flory Local Pensioners Association, led by Christiana Mate, Assistant Director, NCCE, and they are from Equiapim South constituency. They numbered 46. Honorable members, on your behalf, I welcome all of them to Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. May you all have a fruitful visit to Parliament. Thank you very much for coming. I hope your respective MPs will attend to you thereafter. Yes, Honorable Azika Dongo, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would like to commend the maker of this statement. But Mr. Speaker, I want to emphasize that if there is anybody in this country who can fix this problem, it is John Dramani Mahama. And that no matter how people shout on top of the roof, Ghanaians are aware of how they destroyed our country. It is not how angry you get, it is about the solutions that will fix the problem. Only a few days ago, we had people who were saying that they will not stop Galamsey today, they will not stop it tomorrow because they want to win power. We had people who said that their party needed money and that Galamsey was the way their party could raise money. Mr. Speaker, we're in this country where people told us that they had put their presidency on the line and ended up with the presidency at home and left us with Galamsey. So, Mr. Speaker, we are not interested in people who are pontificating today. We are interested in the solutions that are being preferred to solve this problem. Mr. Speaker, we are making sure that the laws that enable people to go and mine in our forests are being revoked today. So nobody can go to the forest and mine gold and destroy the environment. Mr. Speaker, I would like to call on my colleagues that their newfound love for the fight against Galamsey is welcoming, but they should remember to tell the people of Ghana the path that they took, the things that they did, the evil that they did against this country in destroying our environment. Mr. Speaker, they cannot all of a sudden become holier than thou. Yes. Mr. Speaker, it is not how much you shout. Ghanaians are aware of your track record. Mr. Speaker, we know that when it comes to lip service to Galamsey, it started from your end. And it will not change today because you have made a simple statement on Galamsey. Mr. Speaker, I would like to emphasize that by the time His Excellency John Dramani Mahama leaves office, he will leave the people of Ghana with a safe environment and Galamsey will be a thing of the past. Mr. Speaker, we are doing a lot to ensure that your lives are safe, your children are safe, not just ours, but yours as well. Mr. Speaker, we are making sure that those environments that you destroyed will reclaim those environments. And you should be clapping for John Mahama for wanting to save your environment. And Mr. Speaker, when we tell people not to politicize any activity, it must start with us. We cannot tell people not to politicize so that you can gag people and do politics with it. And if you decide to politicize it, we will meet you boot for boot. John Mahama didn't start Galamsey, but John Mahama will stop Galamsey. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank them for today recognizing that in the past they were the bane for this country, and today they have found a new love to stop Galamsey. They must tell their friends who were Galamseying and are still Galamseying to stop. They should tell them to stop. They should stop. They should stop parading the courts and demonstrating when people are arrested for Galamsey. When people's equipment are seized for Galamsey, they should not be the one fighting for them. Mr. Speaker, they stood here and said they were not going to come to this house because somebody had been accused of Galamsey. We were in this house when they said they were not going to come here until Wutumi had been free. and the next day they left him there languishing, and they came here. Mr. Speaker, it is those activities and attitudes that make the fight of Galamsey very difficult. Mr. Speaker, no amount of shouting will stop us from fighting Galamsey, and we will fight Galamsey. John Mahama will win the fight against Galamsey and shame the devil. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, leadership.
Mr. Speaker, I'm not commenting on the statement, but I want to draw your attention. I'm not commenting on the statement. Mr. Speaker, I'm not commenting on the statement, but I want to draw your attention to Order 93.5. Order 93.5, Mr. Speaker, with your permission, a member may comment on a statement for a period not exceeding 5 minutes, and the comment shall not provoke debate. So, Mr. Speaker, I just want you to guide us. Everything that Honorable Adongo said was provoking debate, attacking the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He said he's putting his presidency on the line, and so many things that he has said. So, Mr. Speaker, let it be known that we are guided by Order 93.5, and Honorable Adongo, as a senior member of this House, should know that your contribution on or your comment on the statement should not provoke debate, as stated in Order 93.5. And for that matter, everything that you have said, they were not true. They are all lies.
Mr. Speaker, what I said is a matter of fact. His Excellency said it in this House, that he was putting his presidency on the line. And when he ended his term, the presidency went home, but we were left with Galamsey. Why is that provoking debate? I shouldn't say that he said on this House.
Honourable members, on this note, we have another
Mr.
statement.
Speaker, nobody ever said that we are not coming to this chamber because they have arrested somebody on Galamsey.
Leadership. Honourable members, the statement emanated from here. So I have given the opportunity to the leadership. If you are yielding, well, what is your pleasure? Because I've indicated we have another statement. And I think I have taken about more than three contributions. Yes, leadership of the House. Yes, leadership, you appear to be talking among yourselves. Let me hear you.
Mr. Speaker, I think I'll just go by what the minority leader is saying. One, and then after that, leadership. One, yes, one is one. Yes, that's one.
Well, if I understand you, there should be 1-1 before I come to leadership. Okay. Yes, Honorable Nitiwu.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And thank you, leadership, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo came to this House in 2017, not 2024, the year he took over power, and said, I am putting my presidency on the line in the fight against Galamsey. It tells us only one thing. Mr. Speaker, it tells us that Galamsey was already there before he came. Mr. Speaker, in 2014, Mr. Speaker, in 2014, yes, AGC, Ashanti Goldfields, closed down because of Galamsey. It was under my signature that AGC reopened in 2022. In fact, the communication director of AGC died on the field when his own truck, his own pickup ran over him because Galamseyers were chasing him and he died. They closed down. They lost jobs because of Galamsey. It was under President John Mahama. Mr. Speaker, the former Minister for Lands, because he's not here, I won't mention his name, you all know him. He was from Lands, he went to roads. He said, and I quote, Galamsey fight is very difficult. You can ask him. Mr. Speaker, the point I am making is that Galamsey intensified in this country. I was deputy leader here. I was sitting where they are sitting. 2013, 2014, 2015, and 2016. That's when Galamsey intensified. It was for that reason that Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo said, I'll put my presidency on the line. And what we did first, and I want you to do the same, if you want to fight Galamsey, what we did was to ban all small-scale mining for a minimum of 8 months. That's what we started with 8 months. After that, Mr. Speaker, we increased it to 12 months. We increased the banning of all surface mining for at least 1 year. Today, your own minister, Kofi Amabua, Honorable, came to this house to come and say that 9 forest reserves that had not been touched before have been taken over by Galamsey. Yes. Mr. Speaker, your member of parliament has been arrested today, yesterday. Your own member of parliament has been arrested for protecting Galamsey. Yes. And you come and blame us. No, you can't. You cannot blame us. Mr. Speaker, I'm speaking because of what Adongo said. Your own member of parliament, no MP so far, has been accused or arrested because of Galamsey. But an NDC member of parliament led tax to go and attack security forces because of Galamsey. And you have the knife, you have the audacity to accuse us. Mr. Speaker, when anytime I put soldiers, in those days, anytime I put soldiers to go and fight Galamsey, you will go and say that when you come, you will not allow that. You always said that. And our videos, Mr. Speaker, if you want, I'll bring and play videos here. I'll play videos here where NDC people are going around saying that they will leave them. The current president, Mr. Speaker, the current president said he will release the young boys who were arrested for Galamsey. He said it. Yes. The current president said it. That he will release them. They are not a problem. They are the Pikis. 9 months into power, why are you not arresting those supposed big people? Why are you not arresting them? You did not have power. Today you have power. Why are you not arresting them? Where are the big people you said you were going to arrest? Why are you not arresting them? 5,000 excavators were moved. And excavators were being moved in the night. Yes, and excavators were being moved in the night. Why are you not arresting the supposed big people? Why are you shielding the big people? Why are you shielding them? You were accused that today you have the power. The people of Ghana have given you power. Not just power, they've given you overwhelming power to act. Why are you not arresting the people? It is because you are complicit. It's because you are complicit. That's why you are not arresting them. You are not arresting them because you are the people doing it. That is the reason why you are not arresting them. Otherwise, arrest them. Arrest the Galamseyers. Arrest them. You are not arresting them because the NDC people are doing it. It is the NDC people who are doing Galamsey. That's why you are not arresting them. Otherwise, arrest them. Arrest them. You promise the people you arrest them. Why are you not arresting them? Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Stephen Amwa.
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Stephen Amwa. Honorable Stephen Amwa.
Let me state.
We have listened to you that in silence. Why would you want to listen to former leader in silence?
Now, Mr. Speaker, let me calm down. Let me calm down and speak like an MP. Mr. Speaker, I was responding to Adongo. But now let me calm down and speak like an MP.
Honorable Nitiwu,
Mr. Speaker,
be minded of Order 95.5.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, let me state that if you ever visit a Galamsey community, it is not a good sight. If you ever go to look for water to drink for a Galamsey community, Mr. Speaker, it is not a good sight. You and me can get fish from water lake to at least prepare soup. They cannot. Mr. Speaker, the youth are being destroyed because of Galamsey. And what is painful is that somebody will have his cocoa farm. Minerals Commission will sit in Accra and issue permit, and they will go and destroy the cocoa farms. The former speaker, Joe Sewusu, you can find out for him. His own farm, he cannot visit that farm, cocoa farm, because Galamsey just invaded the whole place and took over. And that is what, if they can do that to a former speaker, what about the ordinary farmer in the village?
When have they done that to Joe Sewusu?
They seized his farm.
When?
They seized his farm last month. And they seized it last month. He told me that from September, October, the Galamsey seized his farm. Then, Mr. Speaker, all I'm saying is that our land is being destroyed, the livelihood is being destroyed, and we moved with force to go and stop them. If you continue sending just 2, 3, 4, 5 soldiers onto the field, you are putting their life at risk. I never sent any group of soldiers less than 100 to go and fight Galamsey. Never. Because I know that what happened at Asutufi North can happen to them. Can you imagine if a soldier was killed? What would have happened in Asutufi North? So I'm advising government, ban all surface mining for 1 year like we did. Have a grip. And the state of emergency you ask for, declare state of emergency, but I will not even ask for it. But I'm saying it's very easy to ban all surface mining for 1 year. We did it, you can do it. 2, you say you know the people who are the pickings, who are the people funding Galamsey. Go and arrest them. Why are you not arresting them? Why are you not arresting those people? So, Mr. Speaker,
your time is up.
We know the solution. And the solution is that government must act. If government is not acting, we will accuse you that because they are your people, that's why you are not acting. So if you don't want us to accuse you, act, and act now. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Richard Achampong.
Mr. Speaker, we will allow Honorable Fred to speak. After that, Honorable Jemensa will come in.
Well, we have agreed on 1-1, so if your leadership will yield to one of them.
Who will yield the leadership slot to him after the minority leader has spoken?
Yes. So, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity to contribute to this statement. Mr. Speaker, when the former Minister of Defense was speaking, I thought Honorable Habib was going to remind him of Order 93.5. Unfortunately, I can give you a copy to read if you want to know. I can give you a copy to read. Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, Honorable Habib didn't hear him. When he was provoking debate, he sat down quietly and he said the things he said. The good news is that the people of this country know that if there's any government, if there's any president who can solve Galamsey problem of our country, that president is none other but John Dramani Mahama. Mr. Speaker, the people of Ghana saw your record in the past 8 years. We saw you in office in the last 8 years when you told the people of this country that your party was looking for money and the only way you could get money was to engage in Galamsey activities. Mr. Speaker, you turned the Ministry of Science and Environment into an office where we were sharing Galamsey among yourselves. Your members were involved in Galamsey. When you were leaving office, you had polluted all the river bodies in the Galamsey mining areas. You had destroyed all our vegetation. The former Defense Minister wants to know who we have arrested. As we speak today, your regional chairman is facing trials. He is facing trials. If you want to know, no, you said you want to know the people we have arrested. I am telling you that he is facing trial. He is facing trial. So we are going to go after all the big people who are living in Accra, exporting the young people to mine in our forests, and destroy our water bodies. So if you want to see them, just exercise patience. Very soon, you will see all of them. They are going to pay back all the vegetation that they have destroyed with their properties and the wealth they have acquired by destroying same. Mr. Speaker, we want to assure the people of this country that President Mahama will not just make a vague promise of putting his presidency on the line. He is going to leave the talk. He is going to make sure that by the time he leaves office, Galamsey will become a thing of the past. Mr. Speaker, I am not surprised that any time you mention Galamsey in this house, you hear some people screaming and shouting. Even when you have not mentioned their names, because they know what they did in the past 8 years, the thinking is that you are coming to talk about them. But Mr. Speaker, we are going to make sure that Galamsey will stop in our forest. We are going to make sure that our water bodies will be clean so that we can get good water to drink. Mr. Speaker, we are going to make sure they are going to reclaim all the lands that were destroyed as a result of Galamsey. And we are going to make sure, like the President said, that any appointee of government who is seen engaged in a Galamsey activity, that person will be prosecuted. President Mahama, we have seen what he has done so far. When his own party officers were accused of engaging in Galamsey, he didn't even wait for one day. He asked the security agencies to investigate them. During your time, the President himself was clearing those who were involved in Galamsey. President Mahama will not do that. If you are the NDC member, whether you are a minister, an MP, a chief executive, and you are involved in Galamsey, the law of the land will deal with you. Mr. Speaker, once again, thank you very much for the opportunity. Let me assure my colleagues that President Mahama, Wayebida, Obebi Biom, he will solve the problem of Galamsey once and for all. I thank you very much.
Yes, minority leadership. Yes, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And let me also commend the maker of the statement on this very important matter. Mr. Speaker, respectfully, we have a consensus in this House, and as a matter of fact, the entire country, in respect of the effect of Galamsey on our lives. Mr. Speaker, our medical doctors are telling us that our women are giving birth to creatures that they cannot characterize, Mr. Speaker, as to whether they are proper human beings or otherwise. Babies are being given birth to, without limbs and what we can properly call human beings. Mr. Speaker, all these are emanating from very strange chemicals associated with Galamsey. Mr. Speaker, it is also the case that the consensus that we have in this House, particularly the promise that was given by the incumbent government when they sought power from the people of Ghana, was that there was a magical button which the government of the day could press to stop Galamsey one time. Mr. Speaker, that was the indication that was given to us, that there was something that the erstwhile government could do and Galamsey would have come to a halt immediately. Mr. Speaker, we were also urged on to declare a certain state of emergency, which was also said to be the panacea to the Galamsey menace. Mr. Speaker, today, the people of Ghana believed in that promise. The people of Ghana bought into the idea. The people of Ghana were looking for people who could press that magical button and bring an immediate halt to the Galamsey menace. Mr. Speaker, today we do not know where that magical button is. Mr. Speaker, today the government that advertised the declaration of a state of emergency that same government has lost, Mr. Speaker, the power and the zeal to talk about the state of emergency that they advertise so much to win political power. Mr. Speaker, the history is very clear. From 2013, when the NDC set up an interministerial committee to look at Galamsey. Mr. Speaker, in that committee, we were told at the later part of their tenure that Galamsey or fighting Galamsey was a shared responsibility. Mr. Speaker, I'm using the words of the chairman of that committee in 2013. The Honorable Inus Afuseni, the chairman of the Interministerial Committee in 2013. He said fighting Galamsey was a shared responsibility. Mr. Speaker, we do not know what happened in 2016 when we came to power. All of the sudden, fighting Galamsey became our sole responsibility, and that we could not even invite our friends from the other side to join in that fight. Mr. Speaker, we find this very worrying. Mr. Speaker, in 2010, and during the tenure of the NDC government, the journalist Anas Ayirmiyao Anas featured a documentary in Wasa Akropong involving Galamsey, and Mr. Speaker, how the lives of innocent people had been lost in that document, Mr. Speaker, attributed to Galamsey in the tenure of the NDC government. Mr. Speaker, is it also not the case that in 2015, the then Minister of Finance, the Honorable Setekwe, lamented about the reduction of cocoa production, which was also attributed to Galamsey? Mr. Speaker, today, the power is in the hands of government. The power is in the hands of the NDC government. Not long ago, they refused our invitation to join us to Georgia. They said that the blame was to be laid at the doorstep of government, the executive, the NPP, the ex-war NPP government. They said the blame was to be laid at our doorstep. Mr. Speaker, today, we do not want to go the same way. We would want to show good faith. Mr. Speaker, we will accept the invitation. But then the charge must be led by the government. They are the custodian of the power, the electoral power of the people. Mr. Speaker, this side is ready to help in any manner or form to fight Galamsey. But they must show leadership. The president must set the example. The president must lead the charge so that all of us as a country can also join in bringing an end to the Galamsey menace. Mr. Speaker, with these few words, I thank the maker of the statement.
There is majority. Yes, Honorable Ajay Mensah, you have the floor.
Thank you so very much, the Right Honorable Speaker. I think it's so worrying when I hear from this other side, the MPP, talking about issues of Galamsey. Some basic information for you. I've been a miner all my life, and I've worked with all the major international mining companies here in Ghana. I would have thought that MPP would just keep quiet and support the government in resetting Ghana and trying to resolve this Galamsey challenge. Basic information for you. Mr. Speaker, as at the time that NDC was exiting office, 99 prospecting licenses have been given out. That is from the time of, the colonial times, from Kufuor and so on. 99 prospecting licenses have been given out. We saw Galamsey escalating, and we managed it in a manner that will ensure consistency. Unfortunately, from 2017, Mr. Speaker, to 2024, MPP had given out over 2,100 prospecting licenses. The records are there. Mr. Speaker, 2,100 prospecting licenses. And these were given to the MPP cronies. So as we speak today, We have 83 mining districts. 83 mining districts. And so what happened was that they gave these over 2,100 prospecting licenses to their cronies, and they invited in the Chinese, who came in with the chanfans, bulldozers, and excavators. And so what happened is that whilst they were allowed to prospect, they were mining. So when you talk about galamsey, all small-scale miners are involved in galamsey, because if you don't have the legal permit to mine, you are obviously practicing galamsey. So, Mr. Speaker, what happened was that there was an escalation of galamsey all over. And many of you, records are available, that many of you owe 5, 3, 6 concessions. And the records are available. And at the proper time, the records will come through. So, Mr. Speaker, I get worried when I talk about this. From Boateng's report was clear. But the worrying aspect of it is that we thought you would have been patient. Why do you call for a state of emergency? Do you know the consequence of state of emergency? You created the mess, and you never created the state of emergency. What NDC is doing, what President Mama is saying is that we are restarting Ghana. And the mess that you've created, in that sector is going to be fixed up. During our campaign, we told Ghanaians that we are going to regularize and make sure the illegal galamsey thing is going to be done properly. Do you know what happened? We are undertaking a process. Do you know what process? Responsible cooperative mining. That responsible cooperative mining will ensure that all the tailings will be properly embarked. Yes. We ensure that they are all treated before we allow them to enter into the waters. Yes. Mr. Speaker, the boys that we promised during the campaign, that they are the small boys, the big ones are your people. You own the concessions. They know it. So you own the concessions. What are the big ones? They know it. If you dare us, Mr. Speaker, if you dare us, we are going to publish. Yes. We are going to publish all the names, over 2,000, and most of you people have them. But we are not here. We are not here to talk about issues. We are fixing the problems. So in fixing the problems, we need you people to exercise patience. How many of you people brought in Chinese with the chanfans? Many. The Chinese are your cronies. Many. Look, Mr. Speaker, we had artisanal mining during the colonial times, and why were we called Ghost Coast?
Honourable member, be remanded, Order 93.5.
Oh, I should learn now. Mr. Speaker, so all I'm saying is that there's a major problem, and this major problem of illegal mining was escalated exponentially by MPP. Yes. You don't have the moral to talk about it. No government ever. It was MPP that gave permits for mining in the forest. Yes. Tell me which government did that? Yes. It was MPP that gave permit for the forest to be impacted, to be destroyed. Yes. And you know what? We have cleared the forest. The 9 major forests have been cleared. Yes. NAMO's in here to bring decency. Yes. The boys are giving the hope that indeed we are in to reset Ghana and resolve the problem with galamsey. Yeah. We are going to make sure that responsible cooperative mining comes to stay, and it is better, because that is where we make sure that every responsible cooperative post or location, we get a geologist, we get a metallurgist, and we get an environmental expert. So you make sure that this time around they are not going to mine in the rivers. You allowed chanfans to be placed on rivers. Yes. It's not going to be done. Now they are stopping them, and they are stopping them forever. So, Mr. Speaker, I think that it's very clear. MPP has been very irresponsible in managing our resources. So the 2,100 licenses were given by you. How many licenses did we give out? So you need to exercise patience. You have no moral right to talk about galamsey. President Mama made it clear. You are fixing the problem. NAMOS is in place. All the rivers have actually been cleared. You know, the Ankobra, the Densu, the Pra, the river, the Pra, and many of the big rivers are getting to be better. Yeah. So why to worry? As for state of emergency, it is not coming today and it's not coming tomorrow. Because we've started the process to make sure the sanity is there. What is your justification to talk about this? You have been involved in, you are still involved in galamsey. So allow, at the proper time, the records will come through. But once I finish, Mr. Speaker, I want us to be very clear. Ghana is for us. We are Ghanaians. There is no country like Ghana. You started destroying the environment, bringing in the Chanfans and the Chinese people all over. Yes. Chinese and the villages selling gare and all those things. Yes. And today, you see them, going to all these areas. Mr. Speaker, It is finished.
Yes.
We don't want to hear from you talking about state of emergency. Now we are in state of attention.
Honourable member,
We
your
are in
time
state
is
of
up.
attention. It means that attention is given to the area where you destroy and
members,
so on, and Ghana is going to be better.
we have another.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, we have another statement. Congratulatory message to the Ghana Women's National Team, the Black Queens, standing in the name of Honorable Dr. Ernest Nogbe. You have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, I thank you for the opportunity to congratulate the Ghana Women's National Football Team, the Black Queens, for their commendable performance during the qualifying stages for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations to be held in Morocco. Indeed, our Queens displayed impressive competence, teamwork, tenacity, and grit when they faced their Egyptian counterparts to deliver a 4-0 victory at the Accra Sports Stadium, securing a 7-0 aggregate conquest. We have a formidable midfield, diligent strikers, resilient defense, and an agile goalkeeper who made sure our goalpost was secured during the respective qualifying fixtures. The Youth and Sports Committee of Parliament is proud of their enviable achievement and congratulate them for this remarkable victory. Mr. Speaker, our coach and his technical team deserve special mention for their expertise, effective strategy, and support, which led to the realization of this covetable accomplishment. Mr. Speaker, this triumph is indicative of the steady development of our Queens over the years. Our women's football has come a long way, and we cannot ignore the sacrifices and determination of past and present players who have made what was once a dream a reality. The major task lies ahead of us. I urge our Queens to aim for gold as an improvement to their 2024 performance as bronze medalists in the tournament. Mr. Speaker, they are a force to reckon with, and I know they will do us proud. Mr. Speaker, the Youth and Sports Committee of Parliament will continue to work together with the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, the Ghana Football Association, and other relevant agencies to ensure the mobilization of requisite resources to support preparation efforts and the stellar performance of the Black Queens. Black Queens, our young ladies are motivated by your achievement. Ghanaians are cheering you on. The government is committed to your welfare, and the whole universe is aligning for your victory. Aiko Black Queens, I thank you once again, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Ernest Nogbe. Honourable members, statement ably made. It is now for your contribution. Honourable members, any contribution? Honourable members, in the absence of any contribution, may we move to the item numbered. Yes, Honourable member, you have the floor. Honourable, yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I think we will move on to the public business.
Yes.
And take
item number 8
and do some presentation of papers. We have some papers here that we want to present.
Thank you very much. At commencement of public business, item numbered 8, presentation of papers. Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker. Item 8.1 was supposed to be presented by the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, but the Minister is not here. So I will seek your indulgence and ask the available ministers here. I have the Minister for Foreign Affairs here to do that on her behalf.
Yes. Minority Leader. Very well. Yes. Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs. Item numbered 8A.
Annual statement by the Audit Committee of the Department of Social Welfare for the year 2024.
Honourable members, the annual statement has been duly presented and it is referred to the Committee on Gender, Children and Social Welfare for consideration and reports. Item numbered 8B.
Mr. Speaker, with your indulgence again, can we ask the Minister of Foreign Affairs to do B and C? Mr. Speaker, thank you.
Yes, Minority Leader. Yes, Minister for Foreign Affairs. Item numbered 8B and C.
Annual statement by the Audit Committee of the Ghana Geological Survey Authority for the year 2024.
Honourable members, the annual statement has been duly presented and it is referred to the Committee on Information and Communication for consideration and reports. Yes, Minister for Foreign Affairs, item numbered 8C. Yes. Very well. Very well. Yes, Minister for Foreign Affairs, item numbered 8C, I and II.
Annual statement by the Audit Committee of the Forestry Commission for the year 2023. Annual statement by the Audit Committee of the Forestry Commission for the year 2024.
Honourable members, the annual statements have been duly presented and they are referred to the Committee on Lands and Natural Resources for consideration and reports. Majority
Yes,
Leader.
Mr. Speaker, now I am 8D, and it's Roman numbers 1, 2, and 3.
I understand the AD is supposed to be deferred.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker.
So we then move to motion number 11. Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
let me hear you. Whip, Deputy Whip.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker. So we will not look at 8D. So because the report I understand are not ready.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, in the absence of basically, I think we were actually exhausted.
While it's left with the item number 11.
11.
Yes.
Are we doing 11? Are we doing 11? Are we doing 11? We are not doing it. Are we doing 11? Are we doing it? Let's not get it out.
Motion 11 is standing in the name of the Majority Leader. At page 4 of the order paper for today.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we are not actually taking that today.
Very well. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, it is very clear that the majority have no further business to do, except that, Mr. Speaker, I have a motion pending on page 6, motion 15. And if you permit me, I would like to move my motion now Mr. Speaker, this motion is very important. It's important because it is to determine the form in which the budget will be presented to this House. Mr. Speaker, the first budget of the minister responsible for finance was in the form of a statement, and after that I raised issues with regards to the form that he presented the budget. Subsequent budget came in the form of a motion, and I had made this application, and I wanted to see if I can move the motion today for it to be done.
Yes, Honorable Deputy Minority Whip, at conclave, we've reached some agreements, so I wouldn't want any surprise that after agreeing on the business to be done for today, we come to the floor and therefore spring surprises.
Mr. Speaker, you are very right, and I am guided by that, except to, it's been pending for long, even last meeting, it was still pending. And Mr. Speaker, we are very much aware that any time soon, this month, the minister responsible for finance will be presenting the 2026 budget. But I am guided, as you have said, but just to be on record that we should take this motion sooner. I can see that the Majority Chief Whip, this motion, as I have made, motion number 15 on page 6, on the other paper, even though Speaker have given indication and guidelines, I am saying that it was a motion that I filed and the Speaker admitted, to the effect that we must determine the form in which the budget to be submitted to this House. The first budget statement came in the form of a statement by the Finance Minister. Second one was an motion, and this budget seeks to bring clarity as to which form the budget is to be submitted, even though we are not moving it today by the indication of the Speaker. But I want you to join me so that we'll be able to move this motion and get it settled, and as well as motion 14, which has also been pending for long. Thank you.
Yes.
Speaker, I have heard my brother, but if I recall correctly, I believe Speaker gave an indication to take this motion himself, including the motion moved by the minority leader, which motion, debate of which motion is still outstanding. So I know that Speaker has very particular interest in this matter. So Speaker, if I may pray you that we defer this until Speaker himself.
Honourable Member, yes, before you came in, had indicated that we have a pre-sitting.
Yes, yes.
And at the pre-sitting, we agreed on the businesses that would be conducted in the House today. I wouldn't want a situation where we agreed on the business to be conducted and then we'll come here and be springing surprises. Therefore, once the agreed business have been conducted, Deputy Majority Leader, any indication?
Speaker, so if you had permitted me to, so Speaker, my point is that we had agreed on the business. So this belated prayer is completely out of what we had agreed
exactly,
on.
that is what I am saying. We are speaking the same language.
So Mr. Speaker, I believe that we start from 2 and we haven't done 5 hours. And so, Mr. Speaker, I move that the House be adjourned till tomorrow, 2 p.m., so that we can come back and do business tomorrow, Mr. Speaker. If you will second.
Honourable members, motion move for adjournment. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker, I'm not ready to second this motion because we still want to do business. So we are ready to do business, and I'm ready to move my motion.
Honourable members, motion move for adjournment. Any
Mr.
seconder?
Speaker, I like to second the motion moved by the Chief Whip.
Honourable members, motion move for adjournment. and duly seconded. It is for the consideration of the House. The question is, as many as are in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say no. The ayes have it. The House is accordingly adjourned till Thursday, the 6th day of November 2025 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.